The cricket hero who beat the world's giants now faces his toughest fight, and nobody's talking about it. You remember 1996, right? A short, chubby captain walked onto the cricket field and shocked everyone. Arjuna Ranatunga wasn't supposed to win. Sri Lanka wasn't supposed to beat the big teams. But he did it anyway. He won the World Cup and made history. But here's the crazy part. What happened after the cameras stopped rolling is way more interesting than what happened on the field. Right now, in 2025, this 61-year-old legend is still in the game, still throwing punches, and the story will blow your mind. Let me hit you with the truth about his money first. You see those wild headlines saying he's worth $15 million? Yeah, that's not real. The actual number is way different. Most people who know say he's worth between $5 to $10 million. Some say it's even less, maybe $1 to $5 million. Still a lot of money, sure, but nowhere close to what those clickbait titles want you to believe. Here's why. Ranatunga played cricket in the old days. Back then, cricketers didn't get paid like movie stars. No million-dollar contracts, no crazy endorsement deals, just regular salaries and match fees. He played from 1982 to 2001. That's before IPL money exploded. Before cricketers became super rich overnight. So where'd his money come from? 3 places. First, cricket, obviously. 20 years of playing for Sri Lanka, being captain, getting match fees, and whatever small endorsements existed back then. Second, politics. He was in government from 2001 to 2015. That's 14 years of steady salary. He had big jobs, too. Minister of important stuff like ports and highways. Those jobs pay well. Third, smart business moves and investments over the years. But here's what really matters. He lives a normal, comfortable life in Colombo with his family. No gold-covered mansion. No private jets every week. Just a good life that he earned fair and square. Now let me take you back to where this whole journey started. December 1st, 1963. Baby Arjuna was born in Colombo to a family that already had respect. His dad, Reggie, became a big government official later, even became governor. His mom was a teacher. Good family, middle class, valued education. But here's the cool part. Arjuna had 5 brothers, and guess what? 2 of them also played cricket for Sri Lanka. Sanjeeva and Damika, 3 international cricketers from one house. Can you imagine the dinner conversations? The fights over who was the best? Must have been wild. He went to Ananda College, a school that basically made cricket stars like a factory. Young Arjuna picked up a bat and something just clicked. By age 18 in 1982, he was already playing test cricket for his country. 18 years old, facing the fastest, scariest bowlers in the world. And here's the thing. Back then, nobody respected Sri Lanka in cricket. They were the weak team, the easy win. The practice match before the real games, other countries looked down on them. Ranatunga saw all that disrespect and it made him angry. Good angry, the kind that makes you work harder. Over 19 years, he played 93 test matches and 269 one-day games. He scored more than 11,000 runs total. Good numbers, but numbers don't tell you everything. Ranatunga was never the prettiest batsman. He wasn't fast. His weight became a joke. People made fun of him all the time. Even TV commentators cracked jokes about his size. An Australian player once called him names on the field, and the whole world heard it. You know what Ranatunga did? He smiled and kept scoring runs. Sometimes he used runners because of his weight. People laughed at that too. But laugh all you want, the man delivered when it mattered. His real superpower wasn't batting, though. It was his brain and his leadership. When he became captain in 1988, Sri Lanka had good players but no respect. Ranatunga asked himself a simple question. Why should we play cricket the way England and Australia want us to? Why be scared and careful? He completely flipped the game plan. He told his opening batsmen, especially the explosive guys like Sanath Jayasuriya, to attack from the very first ball. Don't worry about losing wickets early. Hit hard, hit fast, destroy them before they can think. Everyone thought he was crazy, reckless, stupid even. But it worked. It worked so well that today, almost 30 years later, every single team in the world copies this strategy. That power play attacking you see in every match now, Ranatunga invented it. Then 1996 happened. The World Cup in India, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. Nobody gave Sri Lanka a chance. 0. Experts said they'd lose early and go home. India, Australia, West Indies, Pakistan, these were the real teams. These were supposed to win. Sri Lanka was just there to make up numbers, or so everyone thought. Ranatunga and his boys had other plans. They smashed through the early matches. They destroyed bowling attacks. Jayasuriya and the other opener went crazy with the bat. Then came the semi-final against India in Calcutta. Over 100,000 Indian fans in the stadium. The noise was insane. Sri Lanka batted first and made a good score. When India started losing wickets, the crowd lost their minds. Bottles flew onto the field. People started small fires in the stands. Complete chaos. The match got awarded to Sri Lanka. Through all that madness, Ranatunga stayed calm. That's real captain stuff, the final in Lahore. Sri Lanka versus Australia. Mark Taylor's strong Australian team against the island underdogs. Australia batted first and made 241 runs. Not huge, but enough to defend with good bowling. Sri Lanka's chase started badly. Wickets fell. Pressure was huge. Then Ranatunga walked in. He played one of the most important innings ever in cricket. Not the most beautiful, not the fastest, just absolutely critical. He made 47 runs and didn't get out. He guided his team home. When he hit that final shot to win the World Cup, he didn't jump around screaming. He just smiled. That classic Ranatunga smile that said, "See, I told you we could do it." A small island nation of 19 million people just beat countries with way more people and way more money. His time as captain was amazing. From 1988 to 1999, 11 years. He turned Sri Lanka from pushovers into scary opponents. Teams actually feared playing them. He played in Sri Lanka's very first test match in 1982 and then their 100th test in 2000. Think about that journey. From baby cricket nation to grown-up cricket power. He was there for all of it. In the 1996 World Cup, he scored 241 runs with an average of 120.50, highest in the whole tournament. He didn't just lead with words, he led with his bat. But Ranatunga also caused drama. He fought with umpires when he thought they were wrong. He protected his teammates like a lion, sometimes too much. There was this famous fight with an umpire named Ross Emerson about his teammate Murali's bowling action. The umpire said Murali was cheating. Ranatunga went ballistic. He knew the umpire was wrong, and he made sure everyone knew it. After a bitter series against Australia in 1995 and 96, he refused to shake hands with their players. Some people called him a bad sport. Others said he was standing up for his team's honor. Truth is probably somewhere in the middle. He was passionate, maybe too passionate sometimes, but always real. After he quit international cricket in 2001, most people expected him to become a commentator or coach. Nope. Ranatunga chose politics. He joined a political party and won a seat in parliament. For 14 years, 2001 to 2015, he worked in government. He got big positions. Deputy Minister of Tourism, Minister of Transport, Minister of Highways, Ports and Shipping from 2015 to 2018. He also ran Sri Lanka cricket until 2008. Politics in Sri Lanka is rough and messy. Way more complicated than cricket. Ranatunga tried his best. Some people praised his work. Others criticized his choices. Mixed results, let's say. By 2021, he quit his political party. Sri Lanka was going through terrible times. Economic crisis, political mess, huge protests. In 2024, when elections came, Ranatunga shocked everyone. He said, "No, I'm not running." At 60 years old, he walked away from politics. He said he wanted to focus on helping people and developing sports instead. Less politics, more giving back. But 2025 is where things get really interesting. This is the part most people don't know. Ranatunga didn't retire from public life. He just picked new battles. In January 2025, he attacked a big proposal in cricket. India, England, and Australia wanted to split Test cricket into two levels, like a Premier League for rich countries and a second division for poor ones. Ranatunga exploded with anger. He said this would kill cricket in smaller countries. He's fought this fight his whole life. The idea that only rich nations deserve to play top cricket makes him furious. He warned that countries like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Zimbabwe would suffer. Money shouldn't decide who plays at the highest level. February 2025, he made another headline. He said his 1996 World Cup team would beat today's Indian team, even in India. People went crazy. Some called him delusional. Others loved his confidence. He backed it up with logic, though. His team had hunger. They played for each other, not for personal glory. They had no egos tearing them apart. Agree or disagree, you gotta respect the boldness. Same month, he defended Virat Kohli. The Indian superstar was struggling with his form. Everyone was attacking him. Ranatunga told everyone to back off. He said every great player goes through tough times. He understands pressure. He lived it. He knows what it feels like when millions of people judge your every move. His defense of Kohli showed he still cares about players' mental health, even players from rival countries. May 2025 hurt him personally. Ranatunga quit from the Sinhalese Sports Club Committee. This club is super important in Sri Lankan cricket, like really prestigious. But the club got relegated to Division 2. For Ranatunga, this was embarrassing. He publicly criticized the club leaders. He said they cared more about their own power than about cricket. They put personal benefits over improving the game. When your values get violated, you walk away. That's what he did. At 61, he could have stayed quiet and collected easy benefits. Instead, he made noise and left. That's vintage Ranatunga. All through 2025, he's been everywhere in cricket media. Not doing boring regular commentary. He's fighting. He attacks the way cricket has become all about money. He hates that every decision is based on profit, not what's good for the sport. Broadcast deals, tournament schedules, playing rules, everything bends toward whoever pays most. Ranatunga speaks out because most others stay silent. Current players can't talk freely or they'll lose their contracts. Most former players want to stay friendly with cricket boards so they can get commentary jobs. Ranatunga doesn't care. He says what needs to be said. His personal life in 2025 is simple and real. He lives in Colombo with his wife Rukmini. They got married in 1987 when they were young. Childhood friends who fell in love. They've been together 38 years through everything. They have 2 sons whose names they keep private. One son, Don, plays cricket in America. The cricket gene passed down. Ranatunga is a serious Buddhist and helps charities, especially programs for young people. He posts on social media sometimes, sharing his thoughts on cricket in Sri Lanka. His posts go viral because he doesn't hold back. There's no secret luxury lifestyle to expose. It doesn't exist. No hidden mansions or private islands. No scandal. The man lives a comfortable, normal life for someone with his achievements. He earned his money honestly through cricket, politics, and business. He spends time with family, speaks his mind about cricket, and helps causes he believes in. In a world obsessed with finding dirt on famous people, Ranatunga's life is almost boring in its cleanness. But here's what makes his 2025 story amazing. This 61-year-old refuses to fade away quietly. Most cricket legends retire and either do safe commentary where they praise everyone or they disappear completely. Ranatunga is out here fighting the entire cricket system. He's challenging the richest cricket boards on the planet. He's defending players who need defending. He's calling out corruption and greed wherever he sees it. He has nothing to gain. He could lose a lot. People could stop inviting him places. Boards could blacklist him. Cricket bosses probably hate him, but he keeps talking. His 1996 World Cup legacy grows bigger every year. That win wasn't just a trophy. It changed cricket forever. It proved money and history don't guarantee victory. It showed that hunger and smart thinking can beat pure talent and resources. It gave hope to every small cricket nation. Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Ireland, they look at Sri Lanka 1996 and see possibility. Ranatunga made that real. The attacking strategy he invented is now cricket law. Every coach teaches it. Every team uses it. Smashing boundaries from ball 1 in limited overs cricket is so normal now that people forget someone had to invent it. Someone had to be brave enough to try it when everyone said it was dumb. Ranatunga was that someone. Every time you watch an ODI and see openers hitting 6s in the first 10 overs, you're watching Ranatunga's idea in action. His weight, which people mocked so cruelly, became part of his legend. He proved you don't need to look like a fitness model to be a champion. He carried extra weight and carried his country to glory. Young cricketers who don't look like typical athletes see Ranatunga and feel hope. You don't need to be tall or fast or super fit. You need skill, guts, and mental strength. Looking at him now, Ranatunga represents something rare in modern sports. Choosing principles over profit. Speaking up over staying silent. He could make way more money by staying quiet and friendly with cricket boards. He could get easy, high-paying jobs if he stopped criticizing powerful people. He chooses truth instead. Whether you agree with everything he says or not, you gotta respect the courage. In a time when everyone carefully manages their image and avoids controversy, Ranatunga is refreshingly honest. His 2025 fights might seem small compared to winning a World Cup. Arguing about cricket rules doesn't have the same glory as hitting the winning runs in a final. But these fights matter. If the Big Three proposal passes and cricket becomes a closed club for rich nations only, the damage will last forever. Someone needs to fight it. Ranatunga is fighting. If important clubs decline because of bad leadership, someone needs to speak up. Ranatunga speaks up. If cricketers face unfair attacks, someone needs to defend them. Ranatunga defends. So what really happened to Arjuna Ranatunga? Nothing dramatic. No scandal. No fall from grace. No hidden luxury revealed. He's just a 61-year-old former champion who refuses to shut up and disappear. He's fighting different battles now, maybe smaller ones, but fighting with the same fire that won a World Cup. He's worth somewhere between $5 and $10 million. Comfortable but not crazy rich. He lives with his wife in Colombo, watches his son play cricket, supports his causes, and yells at cricket boards when they mess up. The real story isn't about money or mansions. It's about a fighter who won't stop fighting just because the war's changed. In 2025, Arjuna Ranatunga is exactly what you'd expect from the man who captained Sri Lanka to their greatest sports moment. Stubborn, principled, loud, and absolutely refusing to fade quietly into history. The chubby captain with fire in his eyes is now a 61-year-old with that same fire still burning bright. And cricket is better because he won't stay quiet. Subscribe now because legends like this deserve the truth, not clickbait lies.